mantra has changed the way I look at life. Manobuddhya hankara chittani naham chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. There is an interesting story about the origin of this chant. I will explain towards the end of the video. These lines are from a powerful yogic chant called Nirvana Shatakam. Now when I say powerful, what do I mean? To find out, we had a chance to test the effects of the chant's vibrations caused in the human brain in the Man's Institute of Cognitive Sciences in Bangalore.
PhD researcher Saket observed that the mantra creates gamma oscillations in the brain.
So what you can see here right now, these are all the gamma oscillations, the high frequency oscillations. So now Akash stopped chanting. You can see the disappearance of the gamma oscillations. This is the differences you can see.
A detailed video on this research is available on our YouTube channel. Do check it out.
It was quite fascinating to see what such chants do to the brain on a scientific level. But as for me, on an experiential level, immediately after just a 3 minutes chant, when I close my eyes, I feel so much more centered with my inner self, a lot more balanced and clear. It makes me wonder how just a few words, when uttered correctly, create such a meditative experience. I barely understand the full meaning of the Sanskrit words being chanted. Still, just the sound created a blissful experience. So it was natural for me to be curious about the composer of these chants. And it was none other than Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya. Born in a Brahmin family in Kaladi in Kerala in the 8th century, it is said that when he was just 2 years old, he was able to speak and write Sanskrit very well.
When he was 4 years old, he remembered all the Vedas, and when he turned 12, he left his home and became a monk. Even though he was young, he gathered disciples and traveled throughout the country to spread spiritual knowledge.
It is said that in those days, Shankaracharya used to simply walk into villages and call for a debate with the most intellectual person of the town. His logic and clarity was so precise, no matter what question was thrown to him, his flowery language, his precise logic, and his balanced expressions always put Shankara on the winning side. Sometimes these debates went on for hours and sometimes days. And one of the debates with the famous scholar Mandana Mishra, the debate went on for months.
Thousands of scholars gathered every day to watch and learn. At the end of a long period, Mandana Mishra was almost ready to accept defeat when his wife, Ubaya Bharti, declared that in order to defeat a man in debate, the opponent should also defeat his wife.
That's when she entered a debate and posed a question based on sexuality. As a celibate monk, she was well aware that Shankara would not know about this topic. And yes, she was right. It is said that Shankaracharya temporarily left his physical body and explored the details of the question in another body and reverted back to the lady with answers to her question. And as always, won the debate.
In his short lifespan of just 32 years, Shankara established many temples which are vibrating with strong energies even today.
He also set up 4 Pitas or Vedic schools in different corners of Bharat. One of the first ones he set up was the Sri Sharada Peetham in Sringeri, Karnataka. We had a chance to visit this beautiful temple. His notable journeys also took him to Kashmir. The Jeshteshwara temple, which was established over 1,000 years ago, is a must-visit in Srinagar. It is said that Sri Shankaracharya lived in the temple and renewed the Vedic wisdom. He energized the Shivalinga, which is in the main part of the temple, and is said to have attained higher knowledge. We also had the chance to visit this powerful temple and we spent some time here. If you ever go to Kashmir, do make it a point to visit once. And I'm here at the Shankaracharya temple that you see, which has a gopura. And then we came down to the place where Shankaracharya actually meditated. He was here for a while and he meditated in this beautiful place, which has a small opening which is like a cave. So the inside of the cave is quite cool and quite energetic. And we offered Guru Puja, which is a composition of Shankaracharya. And then we also sang Nirvana Shatakam, one more composition. And it is also said that Shankaracharya composed Saundarya Lahari, one of his compositions. It was composed here. Having accomplished the mission of showing the path of welfare to humankind for all times to come, Adi Shankaracharya goes to Kedarnath and is last seen here.
As a mark of tribute to his wisdom and his tireless efforts to raise human consciousness. Even after more than 1,000 years, people still benefit from his work and are ever grateful to his contributions to humanity.
Personally, I got more interested in the life of Shankaracharya only after experiencing the benefits of the Nirvana Shatakam chant. Legend says when Adi Shankaracharya was asked by someone, "Who are you?" this great scholar, instead of wasting his time trying to explain who he is, he simply recited the powerful verses of Nirvana Shatakam, which conveys who he is not, and finally arriving in a state of eternal consciousness. Shivoham, Shivoham.
Shivoham, Shivoham, Chidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham, Chidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham.
We are doing a high altitude trek this year to explore the beauty of Kashmir and we'll also visit the Shankara temple. If you wish to join and experience this with us and do some powerful yogic practices designed by Sadhguru, you can register for the trek by using the links below.